Greetings from Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. Yes, it is President's Week, and I'm here for a work event. And when work and travel coincide with the kids' winter school recess, they tag along. Now, the key this week is not losing focus or getting distracted, but making time to share some of their touristy experiences whenever and wherever possible. And of course, if possible, giving the middle finger to the White House or anyone who supports and works for its current occupier. Washington, D.C. It's great to be back. A city I still know relatively well, considering no one actually stays here more than a few years, and I haven't been here in about 5 years. Well, like Hollywood, there's only one business in this town, but many different professions within this business, and that business is federal government. Politicians, support staff, bureaucrats, lobbyists, and the media that covers them. Not even the entertainment industry in Los Angeles or Hollywood is such a dominant singular force. At least in SoCal, there are a number of other big companies and industries and priorities. But here, all of the conversations you overhear at restaurants or on the metro, waiting in line for coffee even this morning, are about something taking place on the political scene. And what's truly interesting, that in all of my eavesdropping and interloping, it's how little division there really is. Even people who say they're Republicans or who work for GOP members of Congress or policy wonks, LAs, etc., they're all kind of aligned that Trump is operating at a level beyond dysfunction, but no one in his immediate circle is willing to do anything about it. It sounds like there's legitimate fear about what will happen if he is reelected, about how there will be no rules or checks whatsoever. And really now, the only recourse and the only option is flipping the Senate. That's going to be the only thing that will truly have an impact. So that has to be the big goal at this point. Getting Democrats into the White House is important, but Senate, ousting McConnell and Collins and Graham and the rest, support their opponents, and let's shift this balance of power. And before heading down to DC here this week, I took my kids to their first professional basketball game. And I know what you're thinking. Matt, we didn't see you at the NBA All-Star Game in Chicago, and you're right. While I've already introduced my kids to our local high school basketball team, and last year they made the county semifinals, this was their first time seeing grown men hoop at a professional level. Inside Madison Square Garden, the game featured two of the better teams that I've seen play lately, at least in Madison Square Garden. Certainly better than the Knicks. That's right, the Harlem Globetrotters were in town, and they put on a good show. They're good athletes and basketball players. The alley-oop dunks are high-flying, and the fact that they can hit half-court shots repeatedly, the choreographed passing routines are well-executed. But here's my thing. Some of the skits and the stunts are, well, inappropriate in today's day and age, and certainly for a very younger, kid-filled audience. Now, not to get all PC or anything, but there's like one recurring gag where the players make fun of the little person teammate crossover on their team, sometimes treating him like a kid, and in other cases just like excluding him from things. They also were making fun of the overweight referee by fat-shaming him on more than one occasion. Now, I know that this can be funny for kids, but why can't these guys still have fun, be playful, and do so in a way that doesn't actually teach kids to be cruel or actually, like, bully each other? Speaking of bullies, in DC, the goals may change, but they're all about power, either maintaining or protecting power, or overtaking and undermining power. Oh, I'm here in Washington this week, not for any political reason. I'm actually here for a big nonprofit marketing conference, as purpose and social responsibility have truly become cultural foundations for brands and marketers. Alliances, partnerships with nonprofits, but also helping the nonprofits compete for attention in a crowded marketing landscape. But in a city like this, even nonprofits have to jockey for power, and marketing is a way that they can do that. Content and creative that align with culturally relevant, data-driven, strategic purpose can help these nonprofits achieve their goals, as well as for brands and companies that align with them. So stay tuned in the coming days for a blog post on our Revelation website for some good takeaways and things that I've learned so far for some really good people doing really good things. I like ice cream. You like ice cream. Occasionally we settle for frozen yogurt or ice cream like substitutes, right? Like 16 handles of the world. But the problem is, with places like that use machines, you don't really know how often or when the machines are cleaned. Whereas ice cream that comes out of the big containers and kept frozen is usually, more than likely, more cleanly stored. And the machines at one of the popular places in my town was found to discover, or someone discovered cockroaches coming out of the machines this past weekend. And who knows how long they've been there. According to the person we know who saw it, the staff didn't seem all that bothered or surprised, which is troubling. So that's it. Practical. No more ice cream or yogurt out of the machine. And I suggest you follow suit.